Well, it's October here in our Alabama rose garden, and I thought I would show you a few of the roses that are blooming this week. This is a bloom of Pope John Paul II, a beautiful white hybrid tea rose that has really surprised us in the garden. It puts out a multitude of blooms all throughout the season. As you can see, a pristine white rose, a very beautiful rose. If you love white roses, Pope John Paul II. Right next to our Pope John Paul is a beautiful, beautiful garden rose that we have. It's called Artistry. Beautiful coral colored blooms. As you can see, there's a multitude of them on two shrubs here in our garden. This is Artistry. It's a rather colorful bloom of sentimental, beautiful floribunda. We have 3 shrubs of it growing here in our garden, and I'll show you this bloom, and then I'll show you one other on the same shrub. As you can see, they're quite different. This is a shrub of sentimental. This is a rose that is rarely out of bloom in our garden. It is Iceberg, and you can see it's a quite large floribunda, and there's my bloom bucket right there to the right. I walk with that every day, and deadhead blooms, and this rose never fails to please. Beautiful white blooms. See if I can get a little bit closer so you can see the beauty of some of these roses. This is Iceberg, a floribunda. Another white rose in our garden is Moon Dance. It too is a floribunda and blooms quite a bit throughout the year, and we love our white roses. This is Moon Dance. Almost right beside Moon Dance is almost a picture-perfect bloom of a beautiful hybrid tea named Louise Estes, after the famous Mobile, Alabama artist and painter. We love this rose. It's Louise Estes. It's a beautiful bloom of Moonstone hybrid tea. See if I can get in just a little bit closer and let you see the beautiful center of that rose. We love it. There in the background you see a pot of a red drift rose that I picked up at my local home center to finish out a planting around our front mailbox, and we'll be getting that shrub in the ground this weekend. We love our drift roses and knockout series roses as well. This is a bloom of Moonstone, a white hybrid tea. This is a bloom of Gemini. Actually, 2 blooms of Gemini right side by side. Beautiful unfurling exhibition stage blooms of Gemini hybrid tea rose. This is a bloom of Signature hybrid tea. It's a little short stemmed most of the time. We rarely see a long stemmed bloom of this rose, but we love this beautiful pink color. Signature. It's beginning to get dark on us here in our Alabama rose garden, but this is a beautiful bloom of cherry Parfait, which is a grandiflora, and we love its multicolored blooms. This is cherry Parfait. Right beside it is another multicolored bloom of Double Delight. Now this rose not only has a red and white tone to it, but it also has a wonderful fragrance. This is Double Delight. A brief update on our side garden. You can see the Senorita Rosalita Cleome in the background there has reached its full height for the year, and our wheelbarrow full of geraniums and million bells from Proven Winners have done quite nicely. And we have our rather ginormous butterfly bush that has attracted such beautiful butterflies and bees throughout the year. And we have our garden girdles that are still going strong. Let's take a look at this rose bed that I planted earlier this year and see what's in bloom there. Here is a beautiful bloom of a new grandiflora introduced by Weeks Roses. It's Coretta Scott King. That rose is just beginning to show herself in our garden, and thus far the blooms have been beautiful. This is Coretta Scott King. This is another beautiful floribunda in our garden called Daybreaker. Sort of a color, a beautiful coral color with a yellow undertone to it, and it is doing quite nicely for its first year in our garden. This is Daybreaker of Floribunda. Well, it wouldn't be October if I didn't show you a little of our harvest decorations. It may be a little bit too dark for you to see them, but as you can see, we have a nice assortment of pumpkins and fall mums, as well as some tall grasses and corn stalks in the background to help welcome our fall visitors. Hope you've enjoyed your visit today to our Alabama rose garden, and I hope you'll visit me online at RedneckRosarian.com and listen to the Rose Chat podcast at rosechatradio.com.